Hello, everybody. Welcome to a tropical update here. This is a wide view of Atlantic right now, and you can see the main thing to talk about, of course, is recently we upgraded Tropical Storm ETA, approaching Cuba right now as a moderate end tropical storm. We also got the potential within the coming days to potentially see some development ongoing in the open Atlantic here. Still got a low chance of formation, but just something to note as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at that here really quick. You can see that the next 48 hours has a low near 0% chance of formation, and the next 5 days has a low 20% chance of formation, as you can see there. But of course, the main thing to talk about, at least Atlantic wide here, is Tropical Storm ETA. As of this latest update, as of the 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Advisory 31, center of ETA is currently located at 20.7 degrees north, 79.9 degrees west, maximum sustained moment winds at 65 miles per hour. Moving northeast at 13 miles per hour, and it's forecast to make landfall for Cuba here within the next 3 hours. And of course, tropical storm warnings are in effect for pretty much all of central Cuba here. And then there's also tropical storm watches in effect for the Isle of Youth and in western parts of Cuba, as you can see there. And there's also tropical storm warnings in effect for the western Bahamas there, as well as pretty much all of southern Florida here. Tropical storm warnings in effect for, including the Florida Keys, and also hurricane watches in effect for much of South Florida, including the Florida Keys as well. Since the National Hurricane Center forecast, Tropical Storm ETA to peak as a 70-mile-per-hour high-end tropical storm. So just to err on the side of caution, if it does end up strengthening or going a little bit higher than forecast here in terms of intensity wise, that they have the hurricane watches in effect here for people to prepare ahead of time for this system here. And then here's a look at the key messages from the National Hurricane Center as well for the tropical storm right now. I can stop right now and read that. And this gives you just a basic summary. The main things you need to know about with this particular storm, if you're in a path of it or if you're going to be affected by it here, as you can see. And here's what the storm looks like on satellite imagery right now. A lot better organized than it was yesterday here. Of course, not the most well-defined tropical storm there could be, yes, but a lot better than it looked this time yesterday here, if you remember on satellite imagery. So much better improvement here, satellite appearance-wise. And there's going to be a new reconnaissance plane that heads into the system here in a few hours. And it's going to get some crucial data here before the storm makes landfall here over Cuba. And they'll get that into the latest information the National Hurricane Center puts for the newest update. And they'll put that into the updates, and it'll give them more reliable information on what this system's potentially going to do here. Here's wide view imagery, of course, of what the storm's looking like right now. You can see earlier in the loop, those really light colors, there, even little small splotches of white there. That's indicative of at least 90 degrees Celsius cloud tops there, indicated in this water vapor imagery band here. And of course, you can see some dry air to its west here. And then to its east, a lot of moist, favorable air for this tropical cyclone there. So really interesting tropical cyclone here. Like I said, it is forecast to peak as a 70-mile-per-hour tropical storm. However, the National Hurricane Center do note it could intensify slightly higher than that. Hence why hurricane watches, are in effect for parts of South Florida, or most of extreme southern Florida there. Switching basins, here's a look at the Western Pacific right now. Of course, we've got Tropical Depression 23W, also known as Atsani, which recently dissipated here, so that's no longer a threat, pretty much. And we also got Invest 92W, which is poised to develop here shortly. And then behind it, we have Invest 93W, which has a low chance of formation for the next 24 hours here from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. And here's a quick look at Tropical Depression Atsani. Again, now dissipated according to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center at least. So now it's no longer a threat. Pretty much for the most part, dissipated a little bit faster than forecast here, which is great news to hear. And you can see easily why they dissipated the system 3 hours ago here. Pretty much nothing left of it. And below that, you could see Invest 92W right there, going over the Philippines there, and it's forecast to develop shortly here into a tropical depression, hence why the Joint Typhoon Warning Center gave it a high chance of formation. In fact, they give it what's called a tropical cyclone formation alert here. You can see where the storm's currently located, and usually they issue these for storms that they believe are going to be shortly becoming tropical cyclones, of at least tropical depression status here for the most part, at least for the West Pacific is concerned here. And that's pretty much going to be about it for this tropical update here. Key messages to keep an eye out for this tropical update. Of course, keep a close eye on Tropical Storm ETA here as the storm progresses over the next 3 hours and days here as it makes landfall for Cuba. Heavy rainfall is likely with this particular storm in most of southern Florida and parts of western Bahamas, as well as, of course, Cuba here. So please keep an eye on the forecast here. Models are really uncertain in terms of where the storms are going to be forecast-wise and intensity-wise here. This could easily be maybe a weak tropical storm at landfall or near landfall in Florida, or it could be maybe a higher-end tropical storm or maybe a low-grade hurricane here. It's just really uncertain at this point in terms of intensity and track-wise as well, where the storm is going to be. So just please keep an eye on the National Hurricane Center, National Weather Service, and local officials for the latest information on the storm. And just please keep that in mind here. The situation could easily change here, so don't just look at this one forecast here from the National Hurricane Center. Just don't look at this one forecast and take this as gospel, like it's 100% set in stone and it's going to happen. This is a really uncertain forecast, unfortunately. I know I've said that a lot of times with a lot of storms this season, but unfortunately the same thing is true with this particular system. So just please keep an eye on the latest updates here with the National Hurricane Center on this tropical storm here. They're the official agency for this basin and they know what they're doing. And just listen to your local officials, like I said, with this particular storm. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. And if you want to know what links that I use for this tropical update or websites that I used, they're down in the description below. Just click on the links down below, and it'll take you to some of the sites and links that I use for this tropical update. If you want to get information yourself and to see what's going on in the water of the tropics here at this point in time or in future dates here. So again, that's pretty much going to be about it for this tropical update here. Stay safe, everybody. Hope everybody has a great day and night wherever you guys are, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.